Let's be real, navigating menopause can feel like you've been dropped into a storm with no compass. It is chaotic, it's unpredictable, and honestly, it can be completely overwhelming. So, in this explainer, we're going to build a toolkit. We're going to dive deep into two of the toughest symptoms, that widespread pain and the cognitive brain drain, and lay out a practical non-HRT plan to help you fight back. Wow. If that quote hits home, then you are definitely in the right place. It's from one of our sources, and it just perfectly captures that feeling of betrayal so many women go through. This isn't just a change. For a lot of us, it feels like an all-out war. And the first step to winning any war is understanding the battlefield. So before we can even talk about solutions, we have to just acknowledge the problem. And I mean, the sheer chaos of it. This isn't about one or two symptoms you can track. No, this is a full-on, sometimes totally bizarre assault on your body and your mind. Okay, just look at this list for a second. I mean, we all know about hot flashes, but what about your ears itching like crazy, or smelling smoke when there's no fire, and that feeling like a bug is crawling on your skin? These aren't just weird quirks. They are real, documented symptoms. So let me just say it loud and clear. You are not imagining it. This tornado of turmoil is a very real thing for so many women. All right, so out of that whole tornado, a couple of symptoms tend to stand out as being particularly brutal. Let's tackle the first one, the physical pain. That widespread, relentless, where did this even come from kind of pain. So why? Why does it feel like every single part of your body has suddenly decided to revolt? Well, it pretty much comes down to this. Estrogen is so much more than a reproductive hormone. Think of it as your body's personal bodyguard. It keeps inflammation under control, and it protects your joints, your muscles, your bones, the whole shebang. When that bodyguard leaves, your body loses its main line of defense. And this is the result. We are not talking about just being a little bit achy. We're talking about a whole cascade of really awful problems. You know, things like a frozen shoulder, tendinitis, or even that terrifying sharp pain under your ribs called costochondritis. The sources describe it perfectly. It feels like your body is literally falling apart, one piece at a time. And just when you thought losing your bodyguard was bad enough, here comes the double whammy. Estrogen is a huge player in making collagen. So when your estrogen levels drop, your collagen production tanks right along with it. And this is so important because collagen is literally the glue that holds you together. Your muscles, your ligaments, your joints. Losing it is a massive reason for this pain epidemic. Okay, let's switch gears to the second major battlefront, your mind. And let's be clear, calling it brain fog just doesn't do it justice, does it? The feeling is so much more intense than that. I mean, how perfect is this definition? It's not just about being a little forgetful. It's this deep feeling of mental exhaustion, like you're trying to run your whole life on a phone that's stuck at 5% battery. You know that feeling, right? And this is what that low battery mode looks like in day-to-day life. You walk into a room and nope, it's gone. No idea why you're there. Or you find yourself in a long conversation and it's just exhausting because you can't keep up. And those weird space outs where your brain just seems to buffer, it's frustrating. And honestly, it can be really scary. Okay, deep breath. We've laid out the enemy. The pain, the brain drain, it's a lot. I get it. But this is the pivot. This is the part where we stop just describing the problem and start building a real, actionable plan to fight back. The reality is, for millions of women, hormone replacement therapy, HRT, just isn't in the cards. It could be a medical reason or a personal choice. So what then? Do you just surrender? Absolutely not. There is a focused, strategic way to manage these symptoms head-on. So what does this battle plan actually look like? Well, it starts with building a targeted supplement toolkit. We're talking about things specifically designed to get to the root cause of the pain and give your body the support it's practically screaming for. The starting point here is it's just plain logical. If a huge part of the problem is that you're losing collagen like crazy, then the most direct first step is to start putting that collagen back in, right? It's about replacing what your body just isn't making enough of anymore. And this is why it's the absolute star of this toolkit. It directly supports all the bits and pieces that are hurting. But here's the most compelling part, a real-world test. When the author of one of our sources ran out of her liquid collagen and stopped taking it, she said that within just a couple of weeks, she could feel all those aches and that stiffness creeping right back in. That's powerful. But you know, Even a rock star needs a good band. Collagen is powerful, for sure, but it doesn't work in a vacuum. To create a really effective plan, you need a strong supporting cast working right alongside it. So here is your starting lineup. First up, magnesium glycinate. It's amazing for physical pain, but it also helps calm down your nervous system, which can really help with mental clarity. Then, vitamin D. It's a non-negotiable for bone health, but please get your levels checked first. And finally, B12. This one is key for nerve health, and it helps with energy production. It's a direct assault on that low battery feeling. So let's put it all together. Think of this as your cheat sheet. You've got collagen as your main weapon, going right after that pain and stiffness. Then you have your backup crew, magnesium, vitamin D, and B12, all providing crucial support, targeting inflammation, bones, nerves, and that all-important mental energy. It's a smart, multi-pronged attack for a multi-pronged problem. So look at that. We've gone from the complete chaos of that tornado of turmoil to a concrete, strategic plan. And the goal here isn't to pretend menopause isn't happening. The goal is to tame it, to manage it, and to take back your quality of life. And ultimately, it really comes down to this mindset, right? It's about resilience. This journey isn't about finding one single magic bullet. It's about listening to your body, trying things, and fighting for your own well-being. It's about not quitting on yourself. So, if you take away just one thing from all of this, please let it be this. You are not imagining this. Your pain is real, your brain drain is real, and you are not alone. This toolkit gives you a starting point. So the question I want to leave you with is this. What is one small, manageable step you can take today to start taming the chaos?